Hello and welcome to another episode on contemporary Western philosophers. We continue our journey with Karl Jaspers and take a look at his philosophy of God. Now, we see that Karl Jaspers' view of God is complex and it is different from traditional religious beliefs. Now, he believes in God, so he's a theist in that term, but his understanding of God is not the same as that of Christianity. So we have to keep that in mind. His philosophical faith is not based on religious doctrine or scriptures, but rather on inner awareness of transcendence, that is something beyond human understanding. What does he speak about God? Well, let's find that out. So now Jaspers we need to look at him as a theist. So he clearly states that he believes in God, and this can be seen in his later writings, like a reply to my critics in 1957. And here he says that I own up to a faith in God. Now, however, his idea of God is not the same as that of a personal God of Christianity. He even refers to God in more abstract terms, such as the encompassing, a mysterious reality that surrounds and sustains everything. Now you can imagine a fish swimming in the ocean. The fish is surrounded by water, but it cannot fully understand the water. Why? Because it is everywhere, and secondly, the water is beyond its comprehension. Therefore, Jaspers sees God as the ocean in which we exist, something that is vast, all-encompassing, and beyond our ability to describe fully. Now, why does Jaspers reject Christian doctrine? Well, we see that while Jaspers believes in God, he does not accept traditional Christian teachings. And among this, especially the idea that Jesus is God. Now, he rejects the Gospel of John's claim that the Word became flesh, which means that Jesus is the divine Son of God. Now, he does not believe that any human being can be God. He says that if someone says God is infinite and beyond human understanding, but then also says God becomes a man, Jaspers sees this as a contradiction. For him, making God too specific or too human-like actually limits God. And that is why Jaspers does not describe God as Father of God like Christians do. Instead, he prefers to speak of God as transcendence, a reality beyond words and definition. And then he speaks about the limits of language, why we cannot define God. Jaspers believes that whenever we try to describe God, we actually distort him. Now, in One Day Were Right in 1947, he says, whatever is said about him is immediately also false. This means that any attempt to explain God in human language is inadequate. Why? Because first and foremost, God is beyond human understanding. And secondly, when we use words, we make God seem like an object which we can define. So he says that this also, in a way, limits God. For example, you can imagine trying to describe the beauty of a sunset to someone who has been blind since birth. No matter what words you use, they will never fully capture the experience. Similarly, Jaspers believes that words cannot truly capture the essence of God. That is why he prefers philosophy to show rather than explain God. Instead of giving doctrines or definitions, philosophy should help people become aware of transcendence in their own experiences. And therefore, Jaspers will speak of God as providence, not faith. Now, even though Jaspers believes we cannot fully describe God, he does say some things about him. First and foremost, he says that God is the encompassing of all encompassing. That is, he is the ultimate source of everything. He guides people's lives, but in a mysterious way that is not mechanical or predictable. So he is providence, that is carrying guidance and not blind destiny or fate. Let's say, for example, someone survives a near death experience. They may feel that their life was guided by something that was beyond their control. For Jaspers, this is providence, a mysterious guiding force. But this does not mean that life is fully controlled by fate. He says that humans still have the freedom and must make their own choices. And therefore, in a way, to sum up Jaspers' view about God, first and foremost, Jaspers believes in God, but not in a personal Christian sense. Why? Because he sees God as the encompassing, that is something beyond human understanding. He also rejects the idea that Jesus is God because he believes that no human can be divine. He also believes that all human descriptions of God are ultimately false. Why? Because in a way, language limits the true nature of transcendence. And therefore, he sees God as guiding our lives, providence, but not as controlling our lives. So God is not faith, but God is providence. So with this, we come to an end of another episode of Jaspers, where we saw his philosophy of God. Next time, we will begin with a small introduction of Gabriel Marcel. So till then, see you.